Be king of the pirates, I'm gonna be king.
I did it. I actually did it. I didn't think I could do it, but I did it. If you guys do not know what I'm referring to, I have made it to the part of One Piece where we have finally hit the time skip. As I'm recording this video right now, I'm on chapter, I believe, 645. I'm looking at my notes right now, but I'm on chapter 645, which means that I am in Fishman Island. That's the arc I'm in, Fishman Island. And I made it to the One Piece time skip. I never thought that I'd get back into One Piece as heavily as I did since starting in August. If you guys do not know, I am strictly only reading the manga for One Piece because the anime, it's just too long. It matches the anime episodes with chapters, and I'm a horrible binger. I cannot binge that many episodes of anime and try and get caught up. But reading the manga, especially with this series, having a manga and an anime, and me only strictly reading the manga. But this is the first time I've had any type of experience with an anime, so it was very weird at first. It was very weird coming from an anime because if you guys do not know, I used to watch One Piece on the 4Kids days, and when they changed the dub to Funimation, I stopped watching it. So basically, I watched up to Alabasta, and I stopped. I had all the video games and all the things like that. So you can say that I was a big One Piece fan when it first came over to America. Once it switched to Funimation, I stopped, and it is 2020 as I'm recording this video, December, and I didn't think I'd get back into One Piece, like I said, but plenty of people have told me to get into One Piece, and it has taken up a lot of my time. But I feel like that time was not wasted because I have enjoyed every single chapter I've read of One Piece. Well, not every single chapter, but you guys get what I'm saying. I loved every single arc in One Piece I have read so far. One Piece is such an amazing story. It's such an amazing anime, and it is so slept on. I feel like mainly because of the anime, because it has so many episodes. And I feel like, and I've told people, I feel like the anime probably doesn't do a good job of adapting the manga because there shouldn't be as many anime episodes as there is chapters, because I at least want my anime to, I guess, convert 2 to 3 chapters an episode. But in One Piece terms, it has so much filler. It has so much just stuff that it just feels bloated. Basically, it just feels bloated. The One Piece anime just seems and looks bloated. But I gotta say that I have thoroughly enjoyed the One Piece manga. I started, like I said, in August, and it's been a journey, guys. It's been a journey. Before we get into the video, before we get into more of my thoughts on the One Piece manga, I gotta say shout out to my Patreon pledges for going ahead and financially supporting the channel and going ahead and financially holding it down over there on Patreon. I gotta say I highly appreciate what you guys are doing for me. Secondly, I gotta give a shout out to my returning viewers, subscribers, and notification squad for all the love and support that they give me as well on the channel. And if you're new to the channel, you like One Piece, manga, anime figures, anime merch, all that type of stuff, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification button. I need everybody to go ahead, hit that like button. In fact, turn to the same color as the East blue or the all blue. I don't know, it's all blue, so make the like button blue. That way you guys can make my day. And lastly, if you want to follow me on all my other social media platforms, go ahead, check the links in the description down below. If you want to pledge to the Patreon, have your name show at the beginning of the video like I did earlier, pledge to the Patreon. And if you want some cool Dark Sage merch, go ahead, Teespring link in the description down below. All my links will be in the description down below. So let's get into it. So I guess I want to start this video off with naming all the arcs basically in order. And by arcs, I don't mean literally Jaya, Skypiea, Long Ring, Long Land, Water 7, and it's no. If it's Jaya and Skypiea, it's all Skypiea. If it's Impel Down, Marineford, and Post-War, it's all Paramount War arc. You get what I'm saying? So basically the way that the manga has it on the outside of the panels, on the actual manga singles, that's how I'm going to be doing these reviews, or how I'm going to rank in these arcs. So let's go ahead and go to number 6, which is going to have to be Skypiea. Now with Skypiea, I like this arc. I'm not saying that any of these arcs are necessarily bad, but some of the ways that they start off, and compared to all the other arcs I have in like the top 3, yeah, these arcs right here at the bottom 3 really ain't gonna rank well compared to all these other ones. Now, I'm not saying that these arcs are bad necessarily, but I definitely love my top 3 oh so much. So let's go ahead, go into the 6th one, which is Skypiea. Now with Jaya, to me, it had a really slow start at the beginning. I've already done a review on this arc, but to me, Jaya had a very slow start at the beginning, especially with the introduction of Blackbeard. We have Bellamy, who I really didn't like as a villain as well. And then we got the monkey pirates or whatever. Yeah, we get all that part. Then we get the Skypiea, which I thought the Jaya part was really slow, especially with Nolan the Liar and things like that. But then when we get to Skypiea, to me, it got even slower, and I'm like, yo, what is happening in the manga? I see why people skip Skypiea, but hey, wait. I didn't skip Skypiea, and neither should you. Now, with the Skypiea arc, I feel like it got really great once the introduction of Ineru, or Enel, however you guys want to pronounce it, but when the introduction of Ineru came in, that's when I felt like the arc started to go up in the entertainment value. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Ineru's villainous side. I didn't really agree with his motives, especially looking at the cover chapters, but I didn't really agree with his motives. But him as a villain, him just coming off as terrifying, him thinking that he is God with this God complex that he has, I really did love it, especially with him fighting Luffy and him realizing that Luffy is literally the worst person to fight with his electricity powers, with the rumble fruit or whatever. I gotta say that I really enjoyed that panel of him doing that little scream or whatever. I even have some of my intro based off of that scream panel right there, because that panel, that meme was hilarious when I read it in the manga. I busted out dying because when I saw pictures of that, I thought it was fake, but when I read and I saw a whole page of just that face, yeah, it was hilarious, guys. It was super hilarious. I definitely love the way that the end of Skypiea also just ties everything together within the whole giant Skypiea part of the arc. And I just gotta say that Skypiea is a great arc. I just wish that it would have started up a little faster compared to all the other arcs that we got into. Fifth arc we have is Thriller Bark, and this is one arc that I never really reviewed on the channel, which I'm gonna be, I guess, doing a mini review of it now. Now, Thriller Bark, I'm not gonna say it was a bad part, but there were some things in that arc that I did not like, and there was one good thing in that arc that I really love. You guys know what I'm talking about, where, you know, nothing really happened on that part. Yeah, you guys get the joke. But with Thriller Bark has the introduction of Brook, another character that really I don't like as much as I'm reading the manga as of right now, because honestly he hasn't really done that much. I do like the fact that he politely asks to see a woman's pantaloons, but he is a perverted character. I don't mind perverted characters, but he hasn't done nothing yet. I know he hasn't really had time to do anything yet in the manga as I'm reading it right now, but honestly he hasn't really done much to me. His backstory, while it was sad to me, it didn't hit like all the other backstories of all the other Straw Hats, because we actually have it elongated, they have dialogue and things like that. While with Brook, even though he relates his story back to Laboon, which was a great callback to Laboon, it just didn't come off as sad to me. Probably if I watched the anime, it would have came off a little more sad because they would have drawn it out some. But in the manga, they kind of interpolate it as, oh, he's at this party, but even though he's at this party, he's still alone like he was when all his crewmates were dying. I thought that was a pretty good aspect of them going from him at this party surrounded by all these people, then going back to his ship, him playing that one last song on the piano while all his crewmates are dying. I thought that was done really well, but to me, the sad moment really wasn't there. If I look in retrospect, yes, it was very sad. It's really heartbreaking to see all your crewmates, all your friends, all your loved ones die literally right in front of you and around you. Like I said, that was pretty sad. And him having Laboon stranded right there, right at the Grand Line, him just telling Laboon, hey, wait for me. And then, you know, he died with the revive fruit or whatever. How do you say it? Revive fruit? That just sounds weird. And it's really weird that he has an afro, but it's really touching to see why he still does keep that afro and why he keeps it near and dear to him, because that's the only part that Laboon will actually probably recognize of him when he does meet Laboon back. But I gotta say that arc wasn't bad, but Gecko Moria as well. Like, why? Gecko Moria, to me, he was a horrible villain within the arc. He's probably the worst villain within all of East Blue, besides like Don Creek and Captain Kuro and things like that. Gecko Moria was such a horrible villain. He was such a lazy villain. Now, I'm not saying that Gecko Moria is the worst villain in all of One Piece, because obviously I haven't read all of One Piece, but to me, he is one of the worst ranking villains of all time. Jeez, I really like Buggy more than him, honestly, because Buggy at least had this entertainment value behind him, while Gecko Moria, he just seems annoying. He just seems like a jerk. He just... Gecko Moria's existence, especially, the only thing I like about Gecko Moria is what my boy Drip Flamingo does to him in the Marineford War arc, which... Look, if you give my boy purpose or motive to do something against you, then hey, you wasn't completely useless, because you gave me a good scene with my other favorite character. Now, obviously, at this time, I don't really know what Doflamingo does within the anime or the manga, but I just love the way that his character looks. I love his character design. I just love that he just seems super crazy and on the edge. I don't know why. I'm just super drawn to Doflamingo. That's, as of right now, he's one of my favorite characters, but I can't put him in my top 5 favorite characters of the pre-time skip, because obviously he hasn't really done anything in the pre-time skip. But besides the Gecko Moria thing, I thought that the shadow element, I thought that was pretty creative on Oda as well, with the whole zombie things, and Luffy pushing that zombie back into the grave, just like he was like, oh, he just saw it pop out, he just put it right back in. That was hilarious. But let's go ahead and go to the end of Thriller Bark, which we gotta talk about this moment where nothing really happened, and oh my gosh. Bartholomew Kuma versus Zoro. Zoro was the standout character within this arc, and I gotta say that Zoro definitely jumped up my ranks because this Zoro character, he was literally the character that seemed way too OP. He always got lost, and he always came in clutch at the end, and he definitely came in clutch at the end of this arc. But I gotta say that this character moment when Bartholomew Kuma took all of Luffy's pain and he put all of it into Zoro because Zoro wanted to sacrifice himself for Luffy and the crew, because Zoro's basically like, hey, if I can't save my crew and my captain, I shouldn't even be here. He took all that pain for Luffy. We see it in the next manga panel when he just standing there saying nothing happened. Zoro jumped up the ranks. I'm sorry, Zoro jumped up the ranks. Zoro is one of my favorite characters in One Piece, just off of those character moments like that. He has a lot of great character moments within the pre-time skip as well, especially when he said that Usopp can't get back on the ship after Usopp and Luffy had that fight during Water 7, when he told Luffy that Usopp needs to apologize to you or he can't go back on the ship. And if you let him come back on the ship, I'm dipping. And you can't let Zoro dip because he's the second strongest person on this ship. So Luffy was like, you know what? I am the captain. I gotta take that responsibility. I just really love character moments like that, especially when Luffy and Usopp were literally arguing. You just see Zoro taking note of everything. Zoro as a vice captain. Yep. He definitely is in my top 5 favorite characters. He has solidified himself in my top 5 favorite characters. Sadly, I can't make him number 1, but he's top 2, but he's not 1, if you get what I'm saying. But with the arc of Thriller Bark, I wanted to give it a 6 at first, but with that whole Bartholomew Kuma thing and with Zoro doing what he had to do at the end of the arc, I bumped that bad boy up to like a 7 or 7.5 because, oh my gosh. Zoro was the man, dog. Zoro, if y'all don't like Zoro, y'all don't like him in that arc. That arc is pinnacle Zoro. That's peak Zoro within the manga so far. Now, the next arc up I ranked that is number 4 is the East Blue arc, and this is the arc where literally the whole journey of One Piece begins, from Luffy getting his crew together all the way till they hit the Grand Line. And obviously, do I really have to explain this much to you guys? This is basically when Luffy meets Zoro, Nami, Kobe of all people, Usopp, and Sanji. And guys, come on, that is such a great cast of characters. That's such a great group. Honestly, if the Straw Hat Pirates were to just stay with that whole group the whole time, I wouldn't be mad. That is such a great group. They all play off of each other. They all play off each other well, especially. I just love the fact that Luffy, basically out of all 5 of them, is the only person with a devil fruit, so it doesn't make their crew seem super overpowered. The other introduction of Chopper, who has a devil fruit, but he's an animal who has a devil fruit, who's a zone type or something like that, which makes him more of a human, which is kind of weird, I guess, in the aspect of it. Then we later on get Frankie and Nico Robin and things like that. Obviously not in that order, but we get characters like that. But I gotta say, in East Blue, those are some prime Straw Hat moments, and I just love the camaraderie between those 5 characters, because obviously those are the OG characters that we all know and love. And I'm pretty sure Nami really doesn't do anything post-time skip like that, because I don't really hear about her like that. But honestly, I just love the way that whole group plays off of each other. And Chopper, I could put him in there, especially with the Alabasta arc, which is going to be my 3rd favorite arc of all of One Piece, which is the Alabasta arc. I love this arc as a kid. I love this arc as an adult still. But honestly, I didn't think that any manga arc in One Piece could surpass Alabasta. But then we got to Water 7, and Water 7, that's number 2 on the list, because Water 7 is, oh my gosh. Now, I'm obviously not going to give you a full-on review of these arcs, because I obviously talked about them in my manga reviews on the channel already. So if you want to go check that out, go ahead, check out my One Piece playlist that I'll probably link above my head somewhere. But yeah, with Alabasta being number 3 and Water 7 being number 2, y'all know what number 1 is. Let's be real, and I haven't talked about this on the channel, but let's be real. Number 1 is gonna have to be the Paramount War arc, aka which includes Impel Down, Amazon Lily, the Marineford War arc itself, and the post-war arc, which is so amazing. Oh, it's so amazing, because first we get the part where Luffy meets Boa Hancock, aka Boa Hancock. Hopefully I put the subtitle right there if I remember. But we got Boa Hancock, which, I thought Nico Robin was waifu. No. Look, I'm about to be a simp just like Sanji. I'm simping for Nico Robin. Cause oh my god, do y'all not see that woman? Yeah, I should probably take that out before my girlfriend sees that. Oh my gosh, with the introduction of Boa Hancock and her simping for Luffy, such a great moment within the manga. Oh my gosh, if Oda hasn't done enough justice with the shonen genre in this manga, I don't know who does. I don't know who will. Who is doing anything better than Oda in the Shonen Jump manga series? Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. One Piece is good. All the hype for One Piece is not enough hype. I'm being real with y'all. It's not enough hype. One Piece is way too good. Enough people wasn't hyping it. And I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on it. And guys, I'm your normie. I'm your average shonen normie. Like, in fact, I want to call myself a Shonen Jump standboy because I love Shonen Jump series. But One Piece is literally the best Shonen Jump manga that is out there right now. Guys, I don't think you realize there's a reason it has about 1,000 chapters right now. Yeah, it's that good. I am not hyping it enough when I put it in this video. This little 20 to 30 minute video, I hope to God it's not 30 minutes, but this little 20-minute video right here is not encapsulating why I love One Piece so much. Just reading it, being thrown into this world, the world building, the great characters, everything that it has and gives to you. One Piece is so great. The story is great. The story, especially the part that I'm on right now, the Fisherman Island saga, the way that it touches on racism. I'm telling y'all there's no better manga out there than One Piece right now. Now, guys, obviously when I say this type of stuff, it's a hyperbole because obviously I haven't read all manga series that are out there. But One Piece is such a great manga series that I have been sleeping on it this long. And I'm glad that I'm reading it now, especially as an adult, because I get some of the deeper meanings and some of the deeper themes that are laced within One Piece, especially just the Fisher Tiger story arc within Fishman Island. Like I said, it touches on racism, which is obviously a near and dear type of thing to me because if you can't see it, then come on. But with a mature theme like racism being touched on in One Piece, it's just guys, One Piece is such a great manga series. I'm telling you, if you're not gonna watch the anime series, which I don't blame you, read the manga. Do yourself a justice and read the manga. My boy Jerry's Got Pops literally told me once I start reading the manga, I'm not going to put it down. And I wanted to put it down on Giant Skypea, but after that, I did not want to put it down because, obviously, if I started on chapter 1 in August, it is December as I'm recording this video right now, and I'm on chapter 645. Probably by the time this video goes up, I'm going to be, hopefully, I hope, in Dressrosa. But, oh my gosh, One Piece is such an amazing series that I can't give you all my feelings. I can't talk to you guys about it enough in this video right here that's happening on YouTube. So that's why you should go follow me on Twitch and see the Twitch streams where I do read the manga. I give you some reactions. I'm just saying. But seriously, I do actually read the manga of One Piece on my Twitch channel. So if you want to go follow that, the link should be right here, or it should be in the description down below as well. But man, guys, One Piece. Let's end the video off with my top 5 characters. Guys. Number 5, we have Monkey D. Garp, which is Luffy's grandfather. Now, when he was introduced within the manga, I instantly loved him. Especially with great character moments, especially in Marineford War. Oh my gosh. Computer, why? Especially with moments within Marineford War, when he has that moment when he tells Luffy, you are not going to save Ace, or you are going to have to kill me. And you can just see the face that Garp is making, because you know that he doesn't want to do this because basically Ace is his grandson as well, and he doesn't want Ace to be executed right there. But when Akainu does a certain thing, and then Garp is like, yo, you better hold me down, because if you don't hold me down, I'm gonna kill him myself. I'm like, Garp, that's why Garp is GOAT. Garp is GOAT. Especially what Gold D. Roger asks of Garp. Garp is GOAT. Garp is so GOAT. Who's arguing this? Now we got the 4th character, which is one of my favorite characters, Usopp. Now, Usopp had a great moment within Water 7. Obviously, you see some of his characters sprinkled in within One Piece over all those arcs, but man, Usopp, he definitely peaked within Water 7, especially with him having the balls to call out Luffy and fight him, and him relating himself to the Going Merry, which was a ship that was breaking down and dying and had to leave the Going Merry because of certain circumstances. But man, the way that Usopp has such a character development between them, and then we actually get to meet the character of Soga King, who I don't know why some people think that Usopp and Soga King are the same character. I don't know why. Obviously, you know, Sniper Kingdom or Kingdom of Snipers, it's in your heart, man. It's in your heart. So I don't get why people think Usopp is Soga King. I remember when Usopp was cosplaying as Soga King when he just put the mask on, but come on, Usopp is not Soga King. Come on, guys. Like, let's be real. If I could put Soga King on the list, he'd definitely be number 0, just like Crocodile. He'll definitely be number 0 because he is far past number 1, because Soga King is GOAT. But Usopp is definitely a great character, especially with his character arc and his character growth within the show as of right now. Number 3 has to be Whitebeard from the Marineford War arc, because oh my gosh, if you guys would have saw my reaction on Twitch, I thought this guy was Thanos. This man was literally breaking the air, causing earthquakes, causing giant tsunami. We see why Whitebeard was a number 2 pirate to Goldie Roger. Because, oh my gosh, even though we don't know Goldie Roger that much as of right now, the way that Whitebeard comes on the scene, the way that he orders his pirates, the way that he just commands, he is a force to be reckoned with. Oh my god, Whitebeard. He has that same feeling that I had when I saw Thanos in Infinity War. And in fact, I want to compare the Marineford War arc somewhat to Infinity War because, this arc is so good. But we're talking about Whitebeard, and why he is such a great character, especially when his One Piece, basically, his ultimate treasure was for him to just have a family. And I know that kind of sounds like, the power of friendship. No, man. We're not going to talk about Pops like that. We're going to call him Pops from now on. We don't call him Whitebeard. We call him Pops on this channel from now on. Because the way that Pops did it, I'm just saying, he rides for his crew. He rides for his sons. Marcos? Oh my god. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all not touching Whitebeard. Whitebeard is a GOAT. Whitebeard is a OG. Especially when he yells at the end and he says that the One Piece does exist. He starts basically a new era. I'm like, you know what? You got my heartstrings right now. And when he was fighting with half of his face off, I'm like, yo, what gets better than this? I know I'm probably loud and disturbing my neighbors right now, but I'm talking about One Piece, so it's excusable right now. But oh my gosh, Whitebeard is such a GOAT. Sadly though, he is just my number 3 because I had to put these other 2 characters higher than him on the list. And you guys could probably already know from what I was talking about in the video earlier, Zoro has to be my number 2. Now Zoro having great vice captain moments within the manga, Zoro has to be number 2, and how powerful he comes, the way that he surpasses his limits. He could be a shonen protagonist on his own, almost. But Zoro is so great. He has so many great moments within the manga. Him doing the thing where he took Luffy's pain and took it all from himself from Bartholomew Kuma. Oh my gosh, the way that he told Luffy, like, hey, you better tell Usopp to apologize or he can't be on that ship. I'm just saying, Zoro has so many great moments within the manga. When he's just doing anything action-wise, Zoro's always looking great. But we got to go to my number 1. And you guys already know what my number 1 is. If I put Zoro number 2, you got to be the boy Monkey D. Luffy. Who is better than Luffy, dog? I shouldn't have to say anything about Luffy, and I'm not. I want you guys to experience this series on your own, even though I put plenty of spoilers within this review. But I just need you guys to experience One Piece. I know. I jumped on One Piece so fast, and I'm just riding for it so hard. But guys, One Piece is a series that I gotta ride for. One Piece is a series that I definitely gotta support, especially since I love it so much. You gotta talk about the things you love. You gotta promote the things you love, guys. And Luffy, as a main character, while I thought I wouldn't like him that much as a main character because he just comes off as dumb, stupid, and silly, he's such a great MC. He has so many great moments within the manga. Especially as a character like him, I'm just saying, he's a pull-up god. I already told y'all. Luffy is the pull-up god. I used to give it to Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, but I had to strip that title from him, and I smacked that bad boy on the Luffy because Luffy is the certified pull-up god. Oh my god. I thought I was sleeping when people told me that. I was sleeping. I'll admit I was sleeping. But now I'm awake. But that's it for your video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed me basically fanboying over One Piece. I gotta definitely get to reading some more One Piece soon. You probably saw a dip in the amount of videos on the channel, and that's because I haven't been reading One Piece. A lot of my time, if I'm not at work, if I'm not at school, if I'm not making a video, I'm probably reading One Piece somewhere. But guys, thank you guys for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, you haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification. And I gotta say thank you guys for watching. Dark Sage out. Peace.
Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. His name's Zolo, he's just like a samurai and a Lady. Nami's not shy. Usopp's doing that marksman thing. Sanji's cooking, Chopper's doctoring. Set sail for One Piece. It's the